Rolling. Take one.
We're here today because we want to discuss our first ever Comic-Con. And the first question I have for you, we went on a Thursday. So Thursday is not as busy,
No, and it was the only day that wasn't sold out.
but it was busy.
It was so busy.
I can't imagine if it was like sold out.
When I walked in there and saw the amount of people walking, I was like, this is going to be rough the next 5 hours.
Yeah, I agree. It was your idea to go, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I was on the Mr. Robot subreddit, and I saw that they were doing a 10-year anniversary podcast thing. So I was like,
Yeah.
and I mentioned it
Immediately
to you.
I said yes.
Yeah, but I didn't
I was
even
down.
like bring it up to be like, let's go. Like, I just brought it up, and then we were both like, when you were like on board, we were like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I've honestly always wanted to go to a Comic-Con. I mean, it has like stuff that I'm into. Would you
Yeah.
agree?
I mean, like,
It's really just a place to buy shit. It's just
that's
like
the thing. Like,
there's no other reason to go other than to buy
like,
shit.
I wish I was rich because I would have bought a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, because like we didn't do the interactive stuff. The interactive stuff was like lines long. It wasn't even moving for the 10 minutes we were there. So
And we have no patience.
we gave up. But what did we expect before we went? Like what did you expect to see at Comic-Con?
I'm like trying to think about like how I imagined it before like we actually got in the venue, but I just imagined it was a bunch of I imagined it almost in my head like a what's it called? Like when you go to a new school and then like you have like this big like group before. It's like an O word.
Orientation.
That's literally how I imagined the set in my head before we actually went into the venue.
But it's bigger than that.
Yeah, but like orientation, that's how it felt. Because with like the booths and stuff, it's almost like
Yeah, like an
science fair.
expo
Yeah.
type shit. Okay. Well, to me, that's more like a market. Like it's like an indoor market for crafts, like people's like interests. I expected to see cosplayers. Obviously, I only
We
saw.
them.
No, of course you're at Comic-Con. Of course you're gonna see cosplays, but
Yeah.
it's like that's like the number one thing that people think of. At least me, when you think of Comic-Con, I think of people who are cosplaying. But it wasn't as much as you'd expect.
No.
Or am I just not paying attention?
I mean, I feel like a lot of the people we passed were mostly in cosplay.
I only saw one Lara Croft.
So you were just looking for Lara Croft?
No, but I mean, like, I'm expecting, I want to see characters that I know, and I didn't know too many
Ooh,
people.
I didn't know a lot either. Like, I recognized, like, anime characters. Like, I saw Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. I saw, I forgot his name from My Hero Academia, where he has white,
So
white
there-
hair on one side, red hair on the other side. I saw Ellie.
There was more anime, you'd say? Cosplays? Yes. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking video games, but those kind of, like, blend together, whatever.
And it's funny because I feel like anime cosplays are way harder than video game cosplays.
Why?
Because this is like a drawing or an animation, and they have
Rather than 3D.
it's not like, but I'm saying it's not like actual like realistic human features. Like they have this like short, like jagged hair and like a color, you know what I mean? So I feel like
It's a drawing.
and it's also like an anime like outfit in My Hero Academia specifically, where it's like that's gonna be hard to pull together.
No, I would have loved to have seen Kill la Kill. You know me. I would have loved to seen Kill la Kill cosplays. Do you know that anime?
It sounds familiar.
Their costumes are like highly detailed. Like these costumes are a structure. Mainly because they're like superheroes,
Yeah.
but they're like hyper sexy. I forget what it's called. It's called we're moving on. It's called
I think it starts with an F word.
it was like a
no?
fighting suit. What does she say? Senketsu. Yeah, Senketsu. It's called a Senketsu.
Oh.
We get to the venue, the Javits Center,
Yeah.
around 3 p.m. It was 3 p.m.
I feel like it was earlier. No?
2 p.m. the afternoon. And The reason being, it's like, what are we going to do? Because the main event that we were going for was the Mr. Robot 10th anniversary. So
like that was all I was there for.
Truly, that was our motivation to even be there. And that was at 8 p.m. So we're like, if we get there at 12, what are we going to do for 8 hours or even more, 9 hours? So we ended up going at 3. It was crowded, but obviously it wasn't sold out. And we're walking around like aimlessly. We don't know what to do. We've never been here.
Mind you, before we even walked into the venue, I was like, I want water. I need water, right?
Before we walked in, you were expressing this need? Okay.
Yes, I was. And whatever. So like we get in the venue, we're looking around. Harley wants to wait in this long line where people are literally sleeping on their backpacks. Like sleeping on their backpacks like we're at an airport at 2 a.m. I was like, Harley, this line is not gonna fucking move. This line is not moving. Like, I want water and you want to stand in the longest line of our lives right now.
So we're like already, you know, we're at odds right now because this bitch wants water and I'm trying to explore. What happened next?
Well, I am diagnosed with ADHD, so I take Adderall.
We don't need the full rap sheet.
But this is why I was like in this mood. I was like, let me take my daily medication. Like we're gonna go to a big event,
right?
And I feel like there's gonna be
consistency,
a lot
routine.
Yeah, exactly. And I got there and I felt the effects, and I was like, I really want to punch everyone in front of me right now. Like people who walked slow, like I wasn't even nice about it. Like I would walk past them like a bitch who would shoulder check someone.
Which is wrong in my opinion. That's why like when you were getting angry at them, I'm like, they're at a place that they're like strolling, like they're looking at stuff.
I want to say that when I get angry at people about this, I realize it's irrational.
Right,
and
okay.
that's how I know I have like problems.
Copy.
But because in my head I'm like, Ciara, like they're just having fun.
Right, same. I go through that stuff.
But I'm also like, why are you walking so fucking slow that I can step on your heels right now? And I will. That's all.
No, but okay, leading into, she still wants water at this point with all this anger seething beneath the surface.
And I'm not even like angry, like, grr. I'm just like giving Harley like an attitude. Like, bitch, I've been asking for water for 5 minutes and you want to wait in this fuck ass Resident Evil line. And so whatever, we walk off. I'm like, I want water.
So what I said to her was, you have free will. Go and get your water.
No, this is exactly what she said. You have free will, don't you? Or you have free will, right? And I said, but I didn't waste a millisecond. I walked out that bitch. I was gonna find my water. She could do whatever the fuck she was. She go back in that line for all I care. I'm getting my fucking hydration.
But she took it too far. She ended up wanting to do Comic-Con alone.
No. You have free will, don't you? Doesn't free will mean doing more than just getting a fucking water bottle? I said, you know what? Let me do us both a favor and find the main stage so when I see Harley, I can easily navigate us to it. That was my mindset. But Harley's like,
no, because we should have.
I wish I could read the text.
We should have been looking for the main stage, the main event together, so we both know. That's why I was waiting for you.
Well, I thought you were doing other stuff, so I was like, let me get this out of the way so that when we meet up again,
yeah,
I can just be like, oh, it's this way. And I'm
right. So, but this is what I remember happening. You went to go get water. I waited a little bit, lost you, had no idea where you went to go get water. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to take this time to look for the main stage. So we both had the same idea, to be honest. I retract what I said about going together. We both had the same idea, but
I couldn't navigate Comic-Con for shit.
We're going on a tangent.
The signs were ridiculous. Comic-Con had it together. I couldn't read shit.
The Javits Center doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's what I'm saying.
1D, 1H. Like, we couldn't come up with better labels?
Like, she was texting me, meet me at 1D, and I'd be like, okay, there's 1B, but then there's 1C, and then 1E. That's out of order.
I will say, no, because there was no rhyme or reason. But I will say, if you followed the signs, it would lead you there. I had to ask one person, like, where the fuck to go. It's because of the different levels, too.
There was 2 signs that said this
the
was the
Javits
main
Center?
Stage.
It's a chop. Okay, so this is us like exploring with no fucking purpose. We don't know where we are. We're getting the lay of the land. And it occurs to you that you should take Klonopin.
Yeah.
Did this improve your experience?
It did, because I was less like annoyed with people.
But is this like just like, oh, you're thinking to yourself like, oh, I should just take Klonopin and I'll be okay? Like, what was your thought process?
Well, I don't know, my psychiatrist sees this. He's like, never prescribing this bitch pills again. You're really not supposed to take them together.
Oh,
one's an upper, one's a downer.
Ciara,
girl, we're fine.
I don't want to have to resuscitate you.
Oh my god, this is about Comic-Con.
Okay. You end up getting in a better mood. We make up. There's not even like a big conversation about it. We just like get along again.
That's how sisters are.
We just, okay.
I could literally be like, I hope your fucking poodle dies. And then like 5 minutes
I think I
later,
called you an asshole too. I was like, you're an asshole.
You did. That's what I wish I had my phone so I could read exactly what you said. When I was like, just looking for the main stage, like, you know, just doing this. And
Please.
she immediately was like,
That was not your tone.
yes, it was. Pause. I will get my phone. Where are you? I see a Lara Croft. So, you know,
That was the one Lara Croft
I
I saw.
assume you're doing your own thing or whatever. I go, I'm trying to find the main stage. Why would you go without me? What's wrong with you? You're an asshole. Am I in the wrong? I go, you told me I had free will. I said, I'm just scoping it. Jesus fucking Christ. I can't find it anyways.
Yeah.
I know where it is. Okay.
That's an attitude. You gave me an attitude.
What?
Didn't you say I have free will?
That's not an attitude. I'm making a factual statement. You told me I had free will.
You're just reading it back to me.
But then you told me to follow signs for 1D, so I did. I got there. And then you're like, I went up one level.
This is why I need therapy.
Why are you going to tell me to meet you here and then leave to a different place? When I got there and she was like, I went up a level. I'm not even fucking kidding, Harley. I like went to like a pole and like laid against her. I was like, let me take a deep breath before I fucking kill this bitch. And that's when I called mom and was like, am I crazy? Am I the one in the wrong right now? Anyways.
Crying! Oh
Like,
my god.
She, like, a ticking time bomb.
But then we ended up having a really good time. And we were walking
Thank
all
you,
through the
Klonopin.
booths. We were walking all through the booths. And we just, like, we weren't mad about the slow walkers anymore because we became them. And there was so much. I know, it's because we weren't, like.
I was like, can I get around you?
There's
Can I
only
get around
certain
you?
booths we liked. I liked seeing all the art. I liked going through the comics that people had
That
drawn.
was my favorite level we were on.
Like, honestly, if I had more money, if I had brought more money, I would have spent a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And, like, shit is expensive there because you're paying for people's art.
Yeah, I mean, a water bottle was $7.50.
Well, that's capitalism.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, no, $7.50 is crazy.
When I rang it up, like, she was ringing it up for me, and I was like, I wonder what the price is going to be. I know it's going to be expensive. When I saw $7.50, I was like, I'm sorry. Did fucking Lara Croft piss in this? Like, why is it so fucking
I still would not pay
expensive?
$7.50. But that's why I got a vitamin water for $5.25. Everything was very expensive. Well, but like just the food and beverage, yeah, I knew that would be expensive. It's like a concert. They gouge you.
I know.
But no, like the people's art. Because there were some certain comic sketches for like $150. But that makes sense. It's someone's drawing.
That was like 200 and we were like,
it was so simple too. I was like, okay, maybe like they were a famous sketch artist.
Maybe.
It's possible. I wouldn't know. But the only things we ended up buying were press-on nails.
and I got a Godfather bookmark.
Yeah, that was it.
Right?
That was it. And it's only because it was like semi-affordable. The bookmark, $10. The press-on nails, we got a deal. We got buy 3, get 1 free.
Buy 3, get 1 free.
Okay. I was very disappointed that I didn't find a lot of the stuff that I was into, though.
I know.
Like, I didn't see any cyberpunk stuff. I only saw the Johnny Silverhand. Not that that means anything to you, but what did you expect to see that you didn't?
I was literally just going there.
Was
for
there?
Mr. Robot.
Did you
I
notice?
wasn't even thinking about anything.
Did you notice any Last of Us stuff?
I saw like one painting of Ellie and Dina, and that was it.
Oh, true. I remember seeing that
And
too.
like an Ellie cosplay.
Yeah. But yeah, it was mostly just like anime nerds.
But that's what another reason why I'm so problematic. This is why I would be canceled. Like,
Don't do it to yourself now.
I'm just like saying like, I was like,
She doesn't want to take the risk. You can cut it out. Just say it.
it's just like,
What? What?
this is what you look like to me.
I know exactly. Go.
Just say it. I'm like, I'm scared. Just like, I know the anime fandom, and I can say this because I'm in it. You should. I've seen over 100 animes. Don't come at me. But there's certain people where I'm like, I know you're a fucking freak.
Right. Right.
I just know, and it makes me mad.
Like porn addicted psychos.
Yeah. Or like white people who want to be Asian.
I mean, there are people at Comic-Con, like, you look at them and you're like, I would never expect you to be here, but I know you're a freak. The main event that we were going for was the 10th anniversary of Mr. Robot.
Yes, because first Harley got into it. Okay, sure.
I have been into Mr. Robot, the show, since 2017, I believe. So not when it was on air, but I remember people talking about it when I was in college, and I was like, oh, I gotta get into this. And I fucking did. Never finished season
2.
No, I finished season 2. I never got into season 3 and beyond.
Which is crazy.
Crazy.
'Cause
But
how?
I truly just like dropped off of it, but I had always wanted to return to it. And by the time I wanted to return to it, it wasn't streaming anywhere. Mm-hmm. So I just didn't have access to it. And then once it came on Netflix, I was like, this is my time. It was like the first thing I watched when it dropped on Netflix. And I became obsessed because I remembered how much I loved it when I saw it back in the day.
Yeah.
And being sad that I couldn't go back to it.
I also feel like certain media comes into your life at specific points on purpose.
Yeah.
But
and then I told you to watch it, or I was just
Yeah.
telling everyone in general to watch it, and you took my advice.
like my hyperfixation at the time was Al Pacino. Will always be Al Pacino. Hit me up. And Brandon one night was like, "Want to finally watch Mr. Robot?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not?"
Brandon is our roommate.
Yes. And we smoked. We turned it on. The first scene, I was like, yes! Like, it was literally... I was immediately hooked. I was like, this concept is great.
The pilot episode is like so strong.
It's like a fucking movie. And it's like, I love this character. I love this writing, like the dialogue between them. And I love the premise. Like, just that, like, opening scene of him, you know, basically being like, you're a fucking sicko, here's what you get.
Yeah. You're
And
being
then,
like drip fed slop by the
yeah.
power, the
and
powers that be.
And I feel like in the very first episode, Sam Esmail puts in what the show is about in a very small nutshell.
Yeah.
Where
and then he expands on it for the next 4 seasons.
Yes. And like it's like he's trying to buy Elliot off, like, please don't do this, I'll pay you however much you want. And Elliot's just like, I don't give a shit about money.
Yeah.
And that just like shows like,
and that makes you powerful, because if you're not motivated by money, the Joker,
there's nothing unless they have blackmail on you,
Yeah.
which is impossible with him
Yeah.
because he's smart, he hides
he
his
is a
shit.
fortress.
Yeah, he's like a superhero, which a lot of people say.
He's kind of like a comic book character, because
Exactly.
he has like like, you know, superhuman abilities, like hacking skills,
And
like that is not something everybody has.
It's low-key for a reason, for a plot twist we will not say.
And this is why I can rewatch it, because I have no idea what she's talking about. I forget shit. So it's good for me to rewatch stuff.
But this
like,
is the
new
thing,
again.
is because since I have ADHD, when I get hyper fixated on it, it's in a non-normal way. Like, I will research, I will read, like, people's other opinions. I'll look up, like, everything. And I just, like, lock it in my head.
Yeah. So, 10th anniversary back at Comic-Con. We have Rami Malek, Christian Slater, and Sam Esmail, the writer and director of Mr. Robot, are doing a panel. And that is the only reason we're here. We show up. I mean, we had been going to the main stage all day asking, when can we come back?
No, literally. They were like, are you
We
fiending?
showed up 3 times.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we were.
I'm
I was
like-
fiending. Then what happened? I kind of had a blackout. The MC came out, was talking to us. I wasn't really listening.
Yeah, and then he brought up a contest.
Oh,
And he
that's
said-
where okay, this is the only thing I remember
This
because
is
I have tunnel
Her
vision.
star moment.
Tunnel vision. If you tell me that there's a competition for a silly little prize, oh, I'm there, baby.
Do you know what's so funny is when everyone got on stage, I was like, Harley's gonna win this just because she's the most charismatic one up there. Like, everyone else was low-key so fucking boring. Sorry.
No, really?
Like, maybe it's a biased sister thing, but like,
Because I felt some of their energy
I
up
was looking
there.
at you through the lens of an audience member. Like, as well as my sister, obviously, but it was like a side of you that I like didn't really like recognize.
My public-facing self.
Yes. It was like I was like watching someone I didn't know. So
Oh my god, that's so weird.
yeah, but
I'm
like,
so sorry.
Like the other ones like didn't. I'm so sorry. It's crazy.
I'm sorry.
But like the other ones like didn't interest me that much, and I was like, I know. First of all, I know the crowd is gonna pick Harley. 1, because she's charismatic. 2, she's pretty, and her ass looks great in those jeans. And all of Comic-Con is filled with freaks. So I was like, this bitch is gonna win.
What was the
Like,
first thing I said
it's
when I saw
in
what
your
you had
cards.
filmed of me? I was like, damn, my ass looks good in those jeans.
Because I recorded a video of her jumping up and down to get the MC attention, and I'm like behind my camera, like. So
We're so annoying.
I didn't give a fuck.
But I was serious when I was
I didn't
jumping
give a
up and
fuck.
down.
Because you know what else? I was like, what if Rami Malek is in the wings?
Oh, please. And here's the twist in the story. The MC told me during the break, we had like cut to break. I forget why. I don't know. I don't remember. But he was talking to us and he's like, the only reason we're doing this competition right now is because we're stalling for time because the talent is running late. Meaning Rami, Christian, and Sam are not there. We're on a first name basis.
There.
Yeah, they're not there. They're running late. So I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where the MC like admitted it to us. Like,
He was like,
I'm just stalling for time. Like, they're not here yet, but they will be. Blah
he
blah
felt
blah.
so insecure. He's like, oh, they're not here
No,
for
no.
me.
He had been doing this because stupidly I was like, oh, is this your first Comic-Con like me? And he's like, I've been doing this every year for like 15
Why
years.
would they let him on stage like that if it was his first
time?
Comic-Con?
Well, maybe he had a reel. I don't fucking know. Who hires these people? I don't know. What's an MC's life like? You know, what gigs are they doing? I don't know. So I asked, is this your first Comic-Con? And he's like, I've been doing this for a long
He said it's my
time.
60th year.
He says his favorite was South Africa Comic-Con. So if you're a fan, hit it up.
Period.
But yeah, won the competition. It was just like a posing competition where you had to outpose your opponent. It was silly.
She didn't pose as Lara Croft. I'm not even
I know,
kidding.
it didn't even cross
I'm
my
not
mind.
even kidding. Every time she went to pose, I telepathically was trying to be like, Lara Croft.
No.
She didn't do it, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Well, your first pose was wrestler. I was like, Harley, get it together. Get your head in the game. Lock in.
I couldn't think of anything, and I was like, wrestler? I don't know.
I thought you were a gorilla at first.
Oh, that would have been a good
were,
good
like-
one, too. That would have been a good one, too. But yeah, no, just didn't think about it. So the awful prize, hold on, pause. I'm going to bring the awful prize. Okay, so the prize that I won, terrible.
So, like, what are you going to do with it? You're not going to use it.
No. And what's hilarious is I came back with this prize, right? I don't know if you can see her. I came back with this prize. The woman next to me goes, you know, I love that woman next to me.
No, me too. We were
was
talking when
so
you were
cute.
up there. She was like
So
laughing
cute.
at everything you did because she knew like I was your like sister
Yeah,
or
yeah.
friend.
Oh my God. So I sit down next to her. She goes, I think they sell them for like $75, $80.
She's like, sell it on eBay.
Because she knew. She was like, that is god awful. No. She was like, you can make money off that. I'm like, would anyone like it? Apparently the value is $75 to $80.
Do you think it's for tourists? It has like a rat in NYC.
No, it's so the brand is Squishable, and it's a New York Comic Con merch thing, but it's from 2024, limited edition. Only 1,000 of these exist, so maybe that's why it is valuable.
Maybe it could be even more than what she said.
Maybe I gotta look into it because I do not want this thing. Dad was like, "You should keep it as a prize and like put it in your room."
Like a souvenir. Babe, you can have it if you want.
I'm not 14 years old. I just don't care about stuff like that anymore.
But the fact that he said that, because that's something he'd do.
Oh no! They come on stage, they enter.
What kills me is who came on first, Sam?
Sam
comes on first, they announce his name and everything, and right after that, Rami's rushing up the stairs, and I'm like, they're telling them, get the fuck on stage, we're under time. Get the fuck on stage right now. Like,
No,
that's
literally.
the vibe they gave. Rami said,
Yeah.
they did not announce his name.
He knew they were late.
Yeah.
He was like, we got to get a move on. Because
Yeah.
the panel, it was a live recording of the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast. And it was being moderated by the host. The panel was supposed to be an hour, and it ended up being 40 minutes.
I didn't notice. I thought it ended like an hour right after we started.
No, we started at like 8:15. It was supposed to be at 8.
Oh.
Well, good on you. But what did you think of the panel?
I thought it was really good.
Was it everything you hoped for and more?
Yeah, I liked the questions the interviewer had.
He was good. He was a good host.
And I like how he evenly distributed them. Like, he didn't focus on one person over the other.
Yeah. I thought witnessing the dynamic of the three of them was funny. Because Rami loves to talk.
But that's the thing. Like, he was the most outgoing on stage.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I feel like he was, like, the least nervous in a way. Well, I think Christian was the least nervous.
Oh, yeah. He
But I
didn't
think,
give a fuck.
I
It
think
was amazing.
Sam was the most nervous.
Yes, that's what I wanted to bring up because I noticed that he was cursing a lot. And, like, it was, like, to a point where I was like, you don't need to curse right there. But I feel him because when and maybe I'm projecting, but if I was in his shoes, you know.
I would feel pressured.
Being on a live podcast in front of, hundreds of people, I would be like, anxiety.
Yeah, because this is like your work of art.
Yeah.
It's like your
and it's being
vulnerability.
celebrated 10 years later.
Yeah.
Like, that's how meaningful it is for people. Mm-hmm. So if I were him, I'd be nervous too. Maybe that's why he was swearing a lot. We don't know.
But, yeah.
But no, I agree. It was a good panel. They asked good questions, and I liked seeing their dynamic.
Yeah.
Like, they have chemistry.
For sure. And I think Rami was very, like, witty and, like, charismatic.
You fangirl, you.
Can I compliment
You just can't stop talking about how charismatic and witty and charming Rami Malek is.
Yeah. I feel like Christian was the quietest out of all of them. I don't remember him talking a lot.
As you're watching these people on stage, like, who these people are, like, Christian Slater is, like, a 90s heartthrob. You think about him and his career.
He's used to it. He's not going to be, like...
Exactly. Like, that's what
It's another day for him.
But that's, like, that's me projecting how I feel about these people. But I feel like it adds up. Because Christian Slater probably has done this 3,000... way more than the other two.
It's almost as if he's like, let me give them, like, the chance to speak.
Yeah, he was so chill.
Yeah,
but he was happy to talk. Like, if he was asked a question, he was happy to share. But he just, like, was not fighting for any... Whereas, like, I felt like Rami was like, you should have let me tell the story.
No, he's so fucking petty. Like it's so funny. And that's what shows the dynamic. It's like, this is, like, their little brother or something.
Yes.
That's all of them. That's how little siblings act. They'll be like, well.
Would you go again to the New York Comic Con?
Only if it's something I'm diehard for.
That's what I was gonna ask, because I know you're gonna say no, but, like, what would bring you back? Anything Al Pacino related? But they'll never be like, Al Pacino headlining New York Comic Con.
Maybe if, like, the cast of Dexter came.
Oh, okay.
I would definitely go if they did a fucking 30 years later, 20 years later.
That's another thing that
20 years later.
I expected to see more Dexter stuff.
I saw no Dexter stuff.
None. Zero.
Nope. Nothing.
Crazy. I really thought there would be.
I know.
Because he's a freak.
Because he's also, like, a superhero.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. She says she would not go again unless it was, like, the cast of Dexter reuniting. I would go again.
Like, unless it was one of my hyperfixations, I'm not going again.
No, but, okay. T, because now that I'm thinking about it, there would have to be like a big draw for me. It couldn't
Imagine
just
if
be
Mr. Robot wasn't there. Would you have been happy?
No, I would have never chosen to
Exactly.
go. So she has a point. Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. And add the sound over and sync it up with her lips.
Well, I'm gonna worry about that when I get to it.
Alright.
I can't think about that right now.